What's up, y'all? Hey, Next Level Transformation Talk. I am back. I know I ain't did a video in a minute. I've been going live and working on some other stuff, but also been posting in the community. But how y'all feeling? Happy, beautiful, blessed, prosperous new Monday. We are here, or whenever you see this, but this is recorded on Monday. Okay. I pray you guys are doing absolutely amazing. I am Tiffany, your life and wellness coach. You know, we're on the planet. Just saying. I am back with yet another talk. I do have a quick announcement, but I'm going to do that towards the end. Keep you on suspense, okay? This particular video is kind of quick. I kind of want to talk about this a little bit because it may be something that you currently experiencing. I know I experienced myself a lot, and I wanted to talk to you guys about it a little bit. And it's, I had to write it down. Why changing your habits never stick. Okay, the real reason, right? You may be trying to do things differently, so you start to incorporate new habits, but you feel like you'll do them for like 30 to 60 days, and then you kind of fall off the grain. You like switch it up a little bit. You know what I mean? You try to do things, you try to add like positive shifts in your day. You try to incorporate new meals, and like you know, you're just trying to transform in a healthy and whole way, right? You try to do things the right way, and you try to make some shifts and some changes, but you realize as the year progresses on, what you started in January, what you're doing in May. What you started in May, you're not doing that in September type situation. You know what I mean? And the truth about it is because you're so focused on performance and you're not really focused on changing your life, right? Living a renewed life. You're just focused on performance. You're focusing on what it looks like, right? What people are perceiving you as, what people are seeing your shift as, or your change, and you're implementing new habits. You're focused on what it's looking like. You're focused on what the people is thinking. Okay. I've been there, done that, wrote a t-shirt. I understand. Like I would implement, let me tell you something. One of the things that I did a lot, and I laugh about it today because I'm not a gym rat. Never have been. Never been one to go to the gym, but I have started gym journeys probably every year in the last like 7 years. I didn't do it the last 2 years, but I'm saying like previously that was my thing until I really came to the realization, was truthful and honest with myself. Like, this ain't you. You only doing this because either it's aesthetically pleasing, and so I was trying to create content to make people look like I was on that type of time, or it was like I wanted people to think or to know that I am working out. I'm doing what I need to do to be healthier, to be better type situation, especially when I started my wellness journey. And it was so funny. Every year I would be starting like, I would start fresh, like, okay, this is my New Year's resolution type situation. And I think this is why Holy Spirit wanted me to talk about this now, because we are ending out the year. Like, we're close to the end of the year, and a lot of y'all are thinking about, oh yeah, New Year resolution. Let me go ahead and be a little gym rat type situation. Let me sign up my membership for the gym, and yeah, okay. But it's more so you're wanting people to believe that you're changing, and it's a performance habit. It's really not a life changing shift. It's not a, you're not really doing it for personal renewal, to say the least. Like, you're really doing it to get the recognition, to be like, yeah, she really got up and in the gym type situation. And it's okay that that you want people to see the growth, but you have to believe the growth before they can see the growth. Like, you're doing things unorthodox, you're going out of order, and you're wondering why it ain't sticking, and you're wondering why it ain't working, and you're wondering why you keep dropping that membership. Baby, I used to renew a membership every year because I would never consistently keep it. And I had to come to that realization with myself, like, this is not me. I'm not a gym rat. I don't be in a gym. I am more of uh like a spiritual release exerciser, if that makes sense. I don't even think that's a word. I said, but I'm more of that type of person where I will do yoga, I will do meditation, I will do extensive stretching as a form of release and body endurance to bring balance to my body. But lifting weights and being in the gym, and that's another thing, like being a spiritual being, I started living through my spirit. I didn't live through my flesh. So I'm not concerned about having a cut stomach and muscles and high butt, and I'm not concerned with all of that. I'm not concerned of formulating the physical being of myself, but I'm more so concerned with strengthening my spiritual wellness. And in doing so, I have to be around quietness. I have to have serene calmness. I can't be in the gym with all the chaos, all the weights dropping, music going, TV. Like that brings no wellness to myself. And this is what people fail to understand when they are embarking on inner wellness, when they're embarking on inner change. I guess the ultimate question you have to ask yourself is, do I want inner wellness or do I want physical shift, physical change, right? If you are looking for inner wellness, then this method may be for you. But if you are looking for physical change, like if you want people to see that my ex-husband was like that. Like he stayed in the gym because he liked how he looked with the massive muscles and he loved the comments of getting the massive muscles, right? Everybody is different. Everybody's goal is different. And I think you got to be real with yourself and what is your actual goal in you transforming, in you operating in your highest and true self, in you releasing old way of thinking, believing twice. That must be for somebody. A way of behaving, moving, speaking, right? You got to be honest with yourself and be like, I can't, even though I'm releasing my old thoughts, I can't attach on to somebody else's just because that's the way that works for them, right? I think that's the question you have to ask yourself. What works for me? And that goes in your habits that you're creating, the methods and the new shifts and the new patterns and your new changes that you're creating for yourself. What works for you, not what is working for everybody else and it looks nice, not what works for yourself. I mean, what looks good on social media and you want to try it, and you think it's going to be no, that's not what we're asking ourselves. We're asking ourselves, what patterns, what changes, what habits that I can create, that I know that I can stick to, that is authentic to my true and highest being that I'm trying to create inner wellness about. Period. It's an extensive question, but it's a question that needs to be asked so you can have a truthful answer. So you're not starting something in January and then it falls off by April. And then you be like, oh, I'm going to get back on it right before summer. So you're starting something in May. And then in September, you're like, this ain't for me. Like the inconsistency. You got to pay attention to the inconsistency because that matters. And that tells a lot about oneself, right? Just being honest, being truthful. All right. I pray this provides you some clarity, some understanding about navigating inner transformation, but also developing habits and patterns that caters and that works for your inner wellness to operate in your highest and truest form. And now I got an amazing announcement, y'all. Next Level Wellness Club. Okay. My health and wellness company. I'm super excited. We have started the Black Friday sale, 50% off everything. It is auto applies. You don't need a code for it. You just go and start shopping. Okay. But for my members, Inner Wellness Circle members, I'm super excited. I posted in the feed. If you haven't already, become a member. You can go ahead and go to nextlevelwellness.club, hit member circle for more information to join. But my members get additional discount. Yeah, I treat my members right. Understand? I love y'all. I love y'all hard body. We have become a family. We are one and we are growing, evolving mind, body, and spirit together, creating alignment through awareness, which is what I love, which is what we are about. And so all the information you can check out. Again, nextlevelwellness.club for more information. But also, I will be posting on the members board this. If not, I probably won't do it today. Probably do it tomorrow, but this week, we'll be chatting up with y'all for our weekly wellness chat that we have every week, but also diving into other exclusive content. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Be a blessing, y'all, unto others, but not each other too.